Hi everybody, it's Rudy here, and today we are gonna analyze an Affliction LSD versus ATC matchup. I think it's one of the comps that Affliction is bringing more to the matchup than Destro, because the ATC has a lot of stops and spam dispel on them. So probably as Destro, you are not gonna get that much pressure. With Affliction, you are gonna get the hole to really good for peeling. You can get double root hole, even you can get the hole on the paladin. So also every time you get the space to cast, that is gonna be really tough to get. You're gonna get UAs that are very good. It's gonna allow your summon to get the flame shock on them and do a lot of pressure. Okay, so I would say that it's favorable for the LSD this matchup. Also, if you're playing with a paladin, it's even easier because they will not be able to get this easily 3 versus 2 situations with the traps. So let's talk about the win conditions. The pet is also your weakest spot. You want to play defensive with the pet. Put it on stay behind near your druid. You are in charge to insta dispelling the silence shot. Also the traps. That's the also the hots, if they are able to get the hots on the druid, it should be like a must to dispel on that. Don't use a dispel offensive. Don't use dispel for reflect or so on something like that. Always defensive dispel in this matchup. Okay. The win conditions is to fear the paladin, clone the paladin, to coordinate with your teammates to get some CC on the paladin. You don't want to gun the paladin. Mainly, if they are good, you want to pressure the hunter. The hunter is the main target, but you want to get CC on the paladin and seriously dot the everyone to get UA on everyone, corruption on everyone, get a lot of pressure, get a lot of push on the beacon, and make them in a pressure situations, and never dot the paladin. Just fear, clone him, just play the CC game on the paladin, and a lot of pressure on the DPS. The main target is the hunter, but the warrior, he's overextending a lot. The prod warriors usually play with low resilience, so it's gonna be a good target. Also remember, prod warriors, maybe you don't know because it's not very mainstream spec, but has a reflecting area for the teammates. Has also the shockwave that it's stun in area that does a lot of damage, so you should try to avoid it. At least don't get it with your healer. If you get like a triple shockwave, it's gonna be really tough. But if your healer plays away from you, it should be fine. Also, they have a lot of burst. They have like situations when they have a lot of burst. I would say that it's every 30 seconds, something similar. They have the stuns back, the DRs back, a lot of damage going on. So you should try to play around that. That okay, I need to survive the 5 seconds they are doing a lot of damage, the stuns, the burst. But after that, I really want to play very aggressive, get a lot of pressure, try to get the reflect as fast as possible and get a lot of dots going on. The UA, the most important thing is the UA, and I think Affliction is really good on this because you have all the corruption on everyone. That is gonna be a lot of damage. So also UA corruption, you're gonna be very fine. Okay. On this matchup, their win conditions, I would say that it's run it down on you on the warlock, because this map they have very easy to stop you in the moment that you put the port, so you are not able to move away. They can get really good opening on you with a lot of CDs. Probably they are gonna make you trinket or your druid to survive. But after that, you have port, you have good knock situations, so you're gonna be fine, and they are gonna have to rely on going on the druid, because they're a combo that they can do, and you should be aware of that, is stun and silence on the druid. They have a lot of silence, so they can avoid the basking. If he has no hots and they get the silence, it's gonna be very tough for the druid. Okay. Also, they can dispel the hots, the warrior, the hunter, so they can maybe get the reju on the druid, and it's gonna be tough for him to survive. Okay. So just be aware of that. In that moment, you want to peel, but after that, as we commented, go offensive, get fear, clone, hex on the paladin, and do a lot of pressure on the hunter. if they are going the ghost and a lot of pressure, it's good to hex and clone the hunter, of course, and the warrior. Just survive the open, and after that, on top of that, just play around getting fears on the paladin, coordinate with your teammates, and so on. Okay, so after this, let's go and analyze the matchup. Okay, they are look this position. This is very good for them and also for us. Let me explain. Okay, I get the port. I'm going up. I get a triple shockwave. My pet is getting casted tornado. This is bad. We get a triple shadow fury. I mean triple shockwave. It's good for them because they are able to set up the damage, and I'm on top of the port. As we commented, is like their win conditions to try to run it down on me. But the good thing is that my druid is clever. He knows what is going on, and he stays back. He don't get the shockwave. He's able to pre-hot me, and that is gonna give us a lot of advantage here, and I will be able to survive. We get the knock. They are using they are trying to do a lot of pressure on me in this moment, and he's using the Silvas just for giving me a 3 seconds silence, so I'm not able to hold because I'm close to the hunter. They don't want me to port to do anything. They are like going all in on me. So after that, I will have some space to cast and to do some damage and get pressure because we commented they have like a windows of burst, but after that we want to go very offensive. So this is good for us. We got the hole, we got the hex, we are able to get the trinket on the hunter, but after that, Madrid is trying to clone the hunter. Okay, we finally don't stop the pressure, but as we commented, Protection Warrior has a reflecting area, so my druid is full clone. I'm able to get a fear on the hunter, so I should be more or less fine, but if he trinkets, it's also good. He trinkets, so we can go full pressure now and try to get dots on everyone. He used the Selvas and the reflex, so I'm able to get the UA. The warrior is in a bad spot because, okay, he's down. He cannot easily go up. And okay, we are gonna go full dot on him, get some pressure. The paladin is in a bad spot. Here we can try to spam fear on him. Look, he hit a full fear. The warrior low resilience is fully dotted and he is down. So this is a really good spot for us. Also, we want to dot the hunter, dot the pet, try as much corruption as we can, but never dot the paladin. If you can, we don't want to break the fear. Okay, I port because the paladin is in my port. I maybe try to refear, but I see my druid is casting the clone, so we are gonna coordinate that CC chain. Hunter is dotted, warrior is dotted. Just keep the pressure here. I think going on the hunter now it's a really good option. They recognize the opportunity and the gap because my druid is in the middle. He was casting the clone, and they are going on him because I think it's their win conditions. But as we commented, we are able to get some pressure before that between their goals. And Hunter is fully dotted, Warrior is fully dotted. They are doing even the go with shield wall. So going Hunter here is really good, but we want to give our druid some gap, some space to pre-hot, to move away, so on. So okay, we have some pressure. Paladin is on CC, but let's peel a bit on the hunter. I think it's very good to fear him, to avoid some globals on the druid. So here we peel the hunter. Paladin has to aura mastery, spam fear. You can try to get fear or hex on the paladin. He will be forced to bubble. Keep pressuring the hunter. In this situation that our druid is near the pillar, uh, just go full pressure on the hunter. He will be able. He will be forced to deterrence, and you will be in a really good spot because you will force bubble the Terrans. They will have no cooldowns, no shield wall. Just in this moment, just spam damage on everyone. In this moment, the hunter is totally dead. The moment he used the Terrans in so much low HP, it's so easy to get killed because the dots does a lot of damage. We get a fear on the paladin just to interrupt the cast on the aura mastery, and just like that, as we commented, we have the advantage on this matchup. So if you don't know the strat, maybe it's a bit complicated if you're getting triple or quadruple shockwaves. But after you know that you should spamming fear on the paladin and keeping a lot of pressure on the hunter, I think it's becoming easier. So I hope it was helpful for you, and see you in the next video.